Digital hugs to all my people out there. Welcome back to Peace Cinematic. I'm your speedster expert host, T5, and today we're going to be doing another show of Super X Super. Show 3, I think. Yep. And if you don't know about it, and if you're new to the channel, Super X Super is when I review all the CW shows of the week and plus Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that'll be Supergirl. Then we have Flash. Then we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Then we have Arrow. Sorry, I said all. We're not doing DC Legends tomorrow because I'm not a big fan of it. Although this episode wasn't too bad this week. However, we will be doing Vixen in its place, which does have a second episode this week. So, if you haven't seen any of those episodes, you should stop the video right now. Go watch it. Come back because my shit is dope. And without further ado, here we go. To kick it off, we're going to talk about Supergirl Season 2, Episode 2. Actually, in this episode, I have a lot more to say because this one wasn't a bad episode. It was actually really good and really interesting. I'm glad that Superman is leaving the show. He's not going to be a part of the main cast. He's not leaving the show, but he's not going to be part of the main cast. I'm glad we established that. That was my fear. I was like, oh, Superman's going to overshadow you a little bit, and I'm moving the camera. Oopsies. So yeah, I'm glad they're doing that. I like the scene where Cat Grant was giving her, Kara, some advice about putting on her big girl pants and handling her own because she's banging out. I like that scene. I like that whole interaction and whatnot. Love that. Love the emotion we got from that. And Alex got work. That girl's got work. I mean, that reminds me of another thing, but yeah, her fight scene, the fight scenes in this were good. Like the one where she got captured by Katniss and she should have died, but whatever. She escaped and was running through the warehouse and then fighting everybody and beating everybody, holding her own until Supergirl came. But that whole fight scene with her and fighting them and doing work like that was a good scene. I like that scene. Like actually, there was a lot of action sequences over at CW this week on their episodes were really good, and I'll get to those ones. But I really like that scene. I had to point that one out. Alex's BA. I want to point out a plot hole in this episode. I don't know if this suit has appeared before in the first season because I didn't watch the first season, and I'm not going to watch the first season. However, I'm going to bring it up now. The suit that Alex wears, which gives her like super strength, it has a lot of exposed areas. Like, how? Okay, I get that the suit's supposed to enhance your strength and whatnot, but how can she punch something with her normal hands, no gloves or anything on it? It was just her normal hands. I had to look it up, but it looks like she doesn't have any like mechanical gloves or anything like that over her hands. She's just using her natural hand with a machine that is using force that her natural body cannot use. So her hands should be breaking every time she punches something or lifts something or something like that. Like if it was like gloves and whatnot, it would make sense. That would definitely make sense. Like if you look at Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, their exosuits had like glove type things on their hands, so that would make sense. Alex's suit does not, so she should be breaking hands every time she punches someone. Just saying. I still hate the forced conflict between Superman and John. I really hate that. Like Superman, it makes sense that he has kryptonite. Yes, someone could be taking it and then use it like they did in this episode. But at the same time, it's still better than not having it. Because if you go berserk, or Supergirl goes berserk, or if another Kryptonian comes out the woodwork and goes berserk, they're going to need something. Like, it's a contingency plan. Like, you should get that. Come on, man. Come on. Like, if I was Superman, like, yo, I get it. Just don't use it on me. And they made it seem like Superman was right. Like, no, Superman was not right in that decision. He was definitely wrong. Like, just because you have superpowers and you can handle whatever life throws at you for the most part, doesn't mean every other human can. So you should chill the F out. Also, this doesn't have to do with Supergirl at all, but I really, really want to see a live action Shazam. And I want it to be the little boy, Billy Batson, as a kid. Maybe 10 years old, 15. He shouldn't be higher than 15. I want to see a kid, Billy Batson, turn into Shazam and then fuck shit up. I want to see that, and I want to see him fight Black Adam. Like, please, somebody, Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, don't care. Now we're going to talk about Flash, Season 2, Episode 3. Yes, Episode 3. We got to see Jessie Quick, finally, and her do her thing. Cool, loved it, love her. Also, Wally was being real dumb this episode. Like, I get that you want powers, I get it, but powers aren't the only way you can fight criminals, my dude. Like I'm pretty sure Batman exists in this world, and Arrow exists, and I know at the very least you know about Arrow. You may not know him as well as the rest of the crew, but you know him like in a general like public eye sense. I know you know about Arrow. And I know you see that he doesn't have powers, so like, why don't you like think in that direction instead of like, oh man, I got hit by a Speed Force too, but I want powers, I can't save people. And it's like, also I hate that mentality. Just because you get superpowers doesn't mean you have to go around saving people. It's like, I hate it when characters suddenly get a hint of superpowers or want superpowers that are like, oh, I wanted to go around and save people. I want it just to be for funsies, like for real, just to blow up stuff that are like that I own and whatnot, and I'm not like disturbing the peace, but yeah, to have fun with mostly, and also to have an occasional battle to the death, like every once a week, some type of thing like that, like the number one headband situation, like in Afro Samurai, you know, the typical usual stuff. Also, real quick, I want to point out something. Tom Cavanaugh, who plays, I think that's Cavanaugh, I think that's how you say his name. He plays Dr. Wells on the show, and it says he's been in the same number of episodes as Barry Allen, which is false, because in the first episode of this season, he was not in it. So IMDb is lying. Y'all need to fix that. Y'all need to get on that. I wonder how many more episodes it's going to take for Julian... What's his last name? Julian Albert. I don't even think they said his last name on the show. But I wonder how long it's going to take for Julian to figure out that Barry is the Flash. Like, he seems to be catching on pretty quickly. I'm surprised he hasn't already figured that out within the year of working with Barry. Because it seems like in, like, 2 episodes, it seems like he's already getting pretty close to saying, hey, you're the Flash. Gotcha. Also, why has Cisco not been training? Like, he's made a glove and whatnot, but why have you not been training on your superpowers and trying to hone that in and, like, working out and all that goodness so you could go out and help Barry? Like, come on, man. It's like, I know you're rolling the show, but it's like, you have powers now, you should use them. Also, why is Caitlyn freaking out? Does she think she's going to become Killer Frost? Wow. Does she think she's going to become Killer Frost? Like, no. Powers are always a good thing. They are never a bad thing. I hate it when shows try to make it like, oh man, I got powers, I'm a freak now. Stop. No, you have powers. You're cool. Have fun. Be happy. Motherfuckers never can be grateful for shit, man. Damn. Also, they're the way they decided to handle the whole situation with Frankie was kind of sloppy. They should have... She's a kid who has powers with no one to teach her how to control that other side of her and to help her with her powers. And who better than the people who has been stopping the metas? Like, I'm just saying, like, put her in a what do you call those things? A foster home nearby or something like that you guys are like real chill with, and then drop by from time to time, be like, hey yo, let's go train. Like you don't have to come out on the streets with me, that's fine, but I'm still going to train you on how to use your powers and not freak out and kill people. Let's do that. Yeah, or you could do what they did and just have blind faith. It's like, no, I trust that you're going to figure it out and do it all by yourself. Yeah, that seems like something you should be doing at your age by yourself. Really, dude. Like, I get that they don't want to show that. Like, they don't want to give her all that screen time and focus on that. But it's like, you can say that and then not show it on screen. Because there's a lot of stuff you don't show on screen already. Just don't show that. Just say you're going to do it and we'll accept that you're doing it. I'm guessing Eobard Thawne gave Dr. Alchemy his powers. I'm guessing that's what happened. Because to me, that seems like the only real way. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe it's actual magic. I don't know. That's assuming Dr. Alchemy is a guy. Which we don't know. Can we please figure out a way to keep Jesse and Dr. Wells? Please, can they please stay on this earth? Please, so they have to keep jumping back and whatnot. So they don't have to keep jumping back and forth and whatnot. Please, let's figure that out. I think that's all I'm going to say for that one. Moving on to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4. I'm gonna get it without looking up. Season 4. Episode 4. Yes, I was right. I like how going right into it. I like how Simmons just immediately knew that Ada is a robot, android. Sorry. I like how she just quickly pointed that out. I was like, oh yeah, she's an android. I see why you've been doing all this. Now regarding Ada, I hope they don't go the very obvious route of, AI gone bad. She sees the human race as a threat or something like that, and now I need to wipe them out or something like that. Please, can we not go that route? Can we have her be a part of the team and be really dope? And that'll be it. Not her being corrupt. Maybe have an episode or two where she gets accidentally corrupt but goes straight back to being good and being like Vision. Being like Vision. I hope we get it like that. I hope. Might not get it, but I hope. I like how my boy Coulson got Robbie Reyes and Sky to join him, at least temporarily, on this escapade. I like that. Also, I wonder what Robbie's brother thinks he's doing right now. It's like, man, my brother's been gone a while. And also his employer was like, man, Robbie's been gone for a while. He didn't put in any vacation days. He didn't tell me nothing. Like, what's going on, bruh? Like, I be calling him like, bruh, where you at? You late for dinner? I do like the car chase and how we got to see, what is his name? Lola. The name is Lola. It's nice that we got to see it and it hasn't disappeared or anything. But it sucks that it doesn't fly anymore. Like, why? Fix that, please. That was a cool part to make you look more Secret Agent E. Yeah, I'm using that word. The car scene was pretty cool too, but there was a few shots during that car scene where it clearly looked like it was maybe not a few, but one where not clearly, but it looked like a stunt double. Like, obviously there are going to be stunt doubles, but it's like, I saw the stunt double though, is what I'm saying. Although it makes sense for this character, I hate that James flip sides on him. Flip sides. Why, bro? Why? You could have been someone cool. We could have had you. We could have put you in. But it's like, I guess Marvel don't got the money for that and the time to show that. I mean, then again, maybe they do. They're going to have 23 episodes because it's a CW. But, like, I don't know. It seems like a little bit of a waste. It's like, you're siding with them. You wanted to become an Inhuman, and then you got mad. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense. It's like, you wanted to become an Inhuman, then you got mad. It's like, oh, I didn't want to go through Hive and all that. It's like, I get that part, but you still got the Inhuman part of it. And you still got cool powers from it. So, and you didn't end up looking like a monster or anything. So you should be at the very least happy about that. Like, not about Ward, evil. I don't know, saying evil ward taking over your mind and making you join this hive type thing, but the power aspect is pretty dope. You shouldn't be bitter about that. Well, you should be, but you shouldn't be like siding with the watchdogs. Like, what are you doing, bruh? And although I get that their whole objective, their whole belief is based off fear, the watchdogs I'm talking about. But it's like, why though? Why? I get that you're scared of all these superpowered people and them having powers, and that's scary. I get that, and then you want to take them out because of that. But don't call it a disease, because it's not a disease. They're superior to you in strength, their superpowers, all that genetics. Like, they're superior to you, and you shouldn't be calling it a disease. I feel like, I don't know. What I'm saying is, it's clearly not a disease, and I feel like it shouldn't be viewed as a disease just because you're afraid of it. It's like, yeah, I get that you're afraid of it, you want to eliminate it, I get that viewpoint, but it's like, don't call it a disease because you know it's not a disease. I don't know, just the word on it just annoys me. I hate Daisy's reasoning for not wearing the gloves that Fitz made for her, just because they're not incognito enough or whatnot. It's like, come on, how often do you, whenever you go do your superhero shit, like, why not, like, put them to the side when you're not doing your superhero shit, but when it's time to get it down, and if you're not going in, like, covertly or whatnot, throw them on real quick. Or put it in a backpack. That could, like, come on. There's, like, other ways. Put it in your purse. Like, girls carry around huge purses all the time. Like, put it in a purse. You know, I don't think I've ever seen this character use a purse. But, yeah, put it in a purse or something like that. You can hide it in that way. And then slip them on real quick. Like, all right, it's time to go. We about to fight. Let's go. Like, come on, man. Seriously, you're smart. You're smart. Be smart. Especially when it's gonna cause you not to have broken bones in your arms. That's no bueno, chica. That's no bueno. I like my favorite line of this episode is when Mac was like, did two fire dudes just drop into a warehouse of fireworks? It was like, I like that line. I like that line a lot. I butchered it. Sorry, but I do like that line. That was a good moment. I love the humor provided by my boy. And I like also now that Robbie Reyes has chains now. You saw, I was like, you know what? Chains is a good idea. Let's rock with these. I mess with this. Moving on to Arrow. I'm hitting the camera again. Sorry. The Arrow's definitely been the best show out of all these. Yeah, it's been the best show out of all these superhero shows so far, and I hope it keeps it up. Like, because it's grounded, they know what they are, they know what they're doing, it seems like they know where they're going. The flashbacks, even though I still hate the flashbacks, I don't hate the flashbacks that they're using now, I just hate that they're still using flashbacks. But at least the flashbacks they're using now make sense with the story that they're telling. I like that. I like that a lot, and I like the direction they're going. I like this new team, and that we get to grow with them, we get to build with them. My only gripe is I feel like the team still isn't ready yet. They shouldn't have been out in the field yet. Like, we don't know how long they've been training, so they might have been training. If they've been training for like a few months, then okay, but we don't know if it's been like a few months. Like, for me, it seems like it's only been like maybe a week or so. And if it's only been like a week or so, it's like, nah, bruh, you're not ready. You're not ready. I know they all have training somewhat, but I don't think, who was the Black Canary character? The second one, whatever her name is. I don't think she had any actual training. She just used the voice thing that she got off somehow. I can't remember how, but I don't remember her using any combat moves or anything like that. So, and she didn't do really any real fighting in this episode. So she's still lacking in that department. She's not ready. Like, at least what The other three, Mr. Terrific was an Olympian, and he's got a toned body, so at least that makes sense. And then Ragman's got his powers, and Watchdog's have been doing it and has been shooting. It's like Oliver's letting them use guns. I know Diggle use guns, but like Oliver's letting them shoot and whatnot. It's like okay. Like he gave Roy shit about it, and the Hunter shit about it, but he's letting what's his name, Wild Dog use it. All right, cool. I don't like his outfit, by the way. Also, if she's going to be Artemis, where's her arrow at? Next episode, we better see her shooting motherfuckers with arrows and whatnot. Like, at least getting her practicing and then getting her hoods. Like, alright, I'm just going to be Artemis. Just sniping them with the arrow. I know you can't snipe with an arrow because that's not what they are. Bow and arrows. Like, whatever. Sniping them with arrows. I know some people hate this weirdly, but come on. Bring back Felicity and Arrow. Bring them both back together. Please. Like, they were good together. Please. I want it for them. But it's also fine if they don't. But at the same time, let them get back together and don't have any BS drama between the two. I gotta comment on Mr. Terrific. I don't know if I'm feeling his costume right now because it doesn't look. I don't know. I'm looking at the actual comic version of him right now, and it's just like it doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Transfer. It doesn't the appeal of it. It doesn't transfer over to the real show. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and I hate how they're masked. And I also got a question about masks like that. Like, those little onesie type masks, like, they're masks. Those, like, onesie type masks that just go over your eyes and there's, like, no strings or anything. Like, how do those stay? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the science of that. Is that just, like, TV logic? And I just don't... Or is like that just like some real thing and I just don't know about it? Like, I don't understand how it just stays. That doesn't make sense to me. Someone explain that. For right now, to me, it just seems like BS. That little mask can just stay in place. Like, even Mr. Terrific's mask can just stay in place like that. It just seems like BS. The villain for the week is so comic booky. Like... He got superpowers just because he dropped in a vat of a new drug that also got mixed with some of the I'm guessing what is it, Freon that got mixed into it or something like that. I don't know. It's like, and then he got superpowers like it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, but it's like it's so comic booky. But then again, they are going comic booky with all the characters the new characters they have on the show. So, yeah, wasn't sure if we was gonna get Diggle's wife back, Lila. Wasn't sure if we was gonna get her back this episode. And I hate how she comes in at the end and is like, "Hey, I need you to break out, John." It's like, no, that's a terrible plan. No, then he would be a runaway convict. No. And clearly your boy needs some psychiatric help right now. Like, no. No. We can fight him through the justice system. Maybe hop over the universe and hire, what is his name? Matthew Murdock. There we go. Hire Matthew Murdock real quick. Or, Foggy, something like that. Yeah. Hire them. I like the theme for this episode, which is everybody learning to trust everybody. Mainly Arrow trusting his crew, both politically and heroically, vigilantly. I like the arguments that he have with him. And I like that I like the way he runs his team. Like, he gives them shit if they fuck up. Like, bruh, you should not have done that. I told you to wait. I told you shouldn't have did that. You did anyways. Yeah, I probably should have trusted you a little bit, but don't do it. Listen to me, bro. I got experience. You don't. I hate how y'all tease me. I thought we was going to get Deadshot back because I like this Deadshot. I like this Deadshot more than Will Smith's Deadshot. But apparently he was just a hallucination of Diggles. It's like, come on. Like, in Flashpoint, y'all could change change John having a son, his daughter to a son, but y'all can't bring back Deadshot? Please, come on, man. You might as well. Like, seriously, you might as well. And I'm not saying they should do this, but they saw the recipe for making a superhero, give someone superpowers, and they should write that down. It's like, hey, if we ever need it, we got it in our back pocket, you know? Like I don't know, if something, shit gets super dire and whatnot, and we need a superpower being, we know, and it's like our last ditch effort, our Hail Mary, then we got this formula in our back pocket. That's all we gotta do, throw them in a vat. It's only proven to work once, but we can try it. This is our Hail Mary. Just saying, they should do. If it was me, if it was me, I'd take someone who's on death row, and then, who's on death row, and then I'd drop him in a bat. Well, I'd ask him first to cut down their sentences or something like that, and then drop him in a vat. And if it did work, then I throw back him in jail, and then like, hey, we know how to make superhuman people now. That's what I'll do. That's just me. Now let's do Vixen Season 2, Episode 2. Now we're at the point where, what's his name? Actually, I don't know his name, but someone stole the jewels and they gave it to the bad guy, and Vixen popped up and she said, "You remind me of your mother." It's like, you knew my mom? Well, he is from Zambezi. Why are two Vixens? Why did they make that decision? I don't like that. I don't like that they made two Vixens. I thought, when I saw Vixen, I thought it was the Vixen from the animated show and the one that popped up on Arrow. I thought it was that Vixen, but apparently there's two Vixens in this universe now. So I'm guessing that's her grandma, but in her backstory, it seemed like no one ever donned the name Vixen. And it seemed like in the actual animated show, it seemed like she came up with the name Vixen all on her own. But then again, Flashpoint happened, so maybe that didn't happen. And maybe she does have her grandma was Vixen. She was from Zambezi. She went to the U.S. She was part of Justice Society of America. Then she's like, all right, I'm done. Going back to Zambezi. Had her mom. Then her mom had her. Then they got raised there, but until her mom wanted to bang out to America. Or at least take her kid to America. I guess that's the new story now, but they haven't really said that, but I feel like they should at some point. Or maybe her mom, maybe those flashbacks we see aren't real anymore. And maybe her actual mom is the Vixen that looks like that's going to join the DC Legends of Tomorrow team. And they use time travel and bring her into the future. And that's the current Vixen's mom. Maybe that's what they're going to do. I don't know. They might not. That's just a theory. A game theory. Not wrong channel. Sorry. My bad. I'm still not clear on this. But do you have to be Zambezi to use the amulets? Is what I want to know. Because it seems like only in the first season, it seemed like only Mari and her sister could use the amulet. And in the second show of the second season, the guy from Zambezi put on the fire necklace and just seemed to be using it right away and just fine. So I wonder if you gotta just be Zambezi to be able to use the necklaces, or you can just be anybody that the necklace seems to don worthy or something like that. I don't know. I want them to explain that further. And if you would have listened to me the first time, Vixen, this wouldn't happen. You should have took it. You're Zambezi. It was your birthright. it's a part of your family's history. You should have took it, but since you didn't take it, someone else took it, and now villain has a power. Which, come on, words. Like you could have just saved yourself some time. You really could have, but you didn't, and now you gotta fight a villain who took the necklace because you didn't take it the first time. So really, when these people get hurt now by him, your fault, because you should have saw that. You should have foreseen that. And before I go real quick, I want to say Bungle Stray Dogs is killing it this season. Oh my god, I love this episode, this latest episode, where his spoilers if you haven't seen episode and want to go see the show, but like his kids, his like foster kids die. Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna push him to the edge and make him want to kill him now. Like, it's so good. But I'm gonna end this video now. This has been Peace Cinematic. I'm your host, T5. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and like this video. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. And if you want to engage with me, you can hit the comment section up for that, or go to my Twitter or my Instagram, links in the description below. You can also go to my website, and that's all I have to say. Yes, so I'm out. Bye.